Because we have very little time, I'm going to skip it. Dahlia, you were the one that asked this question. How do you feel about it now?
I understand it now.
Okay, perfect. All right. What other questions do you guys have? Anything? Okay. All right. So we're going to move on. So the document that I listed for today looks like this. I am not requiring that you print this out at all. It's literally just a chart. You can make the chart yourself. So we will go through this together. We are talking about surface area and volume of 3D shapes. Okay, and the very first shape we're going to talk about is a right pyramid. Okay. And please speak up if you have any questions. Feel free to unmute yourself and just go for it. So I'm going to draw a picture of a right pyramid. I'm going to do my best. Oops, I should have done dashed lines right there. Oh well. Okay, so the thing that makes this a right pyramid is that the angle between the vertex of the pyramid and the base of the pyramid is 90 degrees right there. So I'm going to go ahead and label this. So A, B, C, D, E, and then we'll call this point in the middle G. I don't know why I skipped F, but there it is. Do I need to zoom in? Would that be helpful? Okay. And also tell me to slow down if I'm drawing too fast and you can't keep up. So the volume of a right pyramid is going to be 1/3 AH, where A is the area of your base and H is your height. Your surface area is going to be A plus 1/2 PL. A, again, is the area of your base. P is the perimeter of your base. And L is our slant height. Okay, your slant height is going to be the height, the line that goes along one of the faces of the pyramid. And it's obviously slanted. It's just the length from the vertex to the base, but along that slant. Questions? Okay, and the base of a right pyramid can have 3 or more sides. Okay, what questions do you guys have about that? Do you guys need a minute to write everything down, or are you guys good to move on to the next one?
I'm good. I took a picture.
Okay. Make sure
Wouldn't-
you're still trying to write down as we go. Okay.
Wouldn't all pyramids be right pyramids?
No. You can have a funky pyramid where, like, imagine picking up this vertex and just shifting it over to the side. I'm trying to think of like a real life example of something that's not a right pyramid. So right pyramids are obviously the most stable. If you shift that vertex over, it's not going to be a very stable shape. So I don't think we see a lot of non-right pyramids in nature, but it's definitely possible. You just grab that vertex and shift it over. We're going to talk about the right cone. All right, so we have a cone. Ooh, this is a bad one. I apologize. And it's a right cone because the angle between the vertex and the base is a right angle. Okay. Your volume of a cone is going to be 1/3 pi r squared h. R is the radius of the base. H is height. Oops, that was an ugly H. Okay. Surface area is a little bit more fun. Is pi r squared plus pi r L, where L is the slant height again. I feel like this kind of looks like a V and something weird. I R L. Okay, remember again, R is the radius of the base. L is the slant height. So just fun fact, I guess. A cone is a pyramid with a base that has infinitely many sides. Thought that was kind of cool. Cool way to think about it. What questions do you guys have about the right cone? Okay, we have 2 more shapes to talk about. Does anybody still need time to write?
Yeah.
What's that funky E?
Oh, it's an L. It's just it stands for slant height. It's just a cursive L. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to a new one. I will post filled in copies of this afterwards if you're missing anything, okay? We have 2 more shapes to talk about. The next one is the sphere. Okay, so a sphere is like the shape of a ball, almost the shape of our Earth. Earth is, I guess, technically an ellipsoid. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Surface area is 4 pi r squared. And a sphere is an object that has one surface with no edges or vertices. I spelled vertices wrong, I'm pretty sure. I am a terrible speller, so if you guys see me spell something wrong, let me know. I spelled vertical wrong for the entire first year I was teaching. So please tell me so I can learn and be better.
Is that supposed to be surface area or just area?
Can you say that louder, Delia? I'm sorry.
Is that supposed to be surface area or just area?
Surface area. Area has to be surface area in a sphere's case. Okay, and the very last shape we're going to talk about, let me move this stupid ladybug, always in my way, is the hemisphere. Okay, so a hemisphere is an object, it's half of a sphere, but it could have no base, like this, or it could have a base. So we shade this in so it looks like it has a base. So base, no base. Okay, either are possible, and IB can ask you about either one. Our volume for this is literally just going to be half of the sphere. So half of 4/3 is 2/3. So 2/3 pi r cubed. Now, surface area will be different depending on whether or not you have no base or you have a base. So for, let's see, without the base, the surface area will be 2 pi r squared, because we're literally just taking half of what this was. But with a base, we have to add on a circle with that same radius at the bottom. So you should get your surface area to be 3 pi r squared. Okay, because pi r squared is the area of a circle. If we cut this in half, we should have the same radius as the entire sphere as a whole. So you're just adding on an extra circle. So you have 2 pi r squared, which is the curved part. You add on 1 more pi r squared to get 3 pi r squared as your total surface area. And my interesting fact that's not very interesting is that it's half of a sphere. Okay. What questions do you guys have? Those are the notes.
I have one little question about the
Bring
no
it on.
base.
Yeah.
So if you cut a circle in half, it would create 2 hemispheres with bases, right? Or a sphere, I mean.
Not necessarily. It depends on whether or not it's a solid sphere or not.
So the no base is like hollow on the inside? Like
Yeah.
if you were to peel out an avocado and cut it in half?
Yeah.
The way it's just the skin?
Yeah.
Okay.
And